Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games 130. All right.
Good night.
For some reason, when you were winding up this morning, I expected you to be like, I am smelling like a rose.
What is that?
Oh, no. I was hoping you'd get it.
Oh, sorry.
It's a Stone Temple Pilots song.
Temple Pilots, baby.
You knew I wasn't going to get that junk.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Gabe Patillo, with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. We went to an event last night and got home late, and that bled into everything else. And I'm really mad at myself. Right
All Gabe's talking about is going back to sleep right now.
Yes. Right after this, I'm going back to sleep.
Nice.
Router.
Yes, sir.
How has it been?
It has been busy and warmer finally, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
So we had an ice storm, and then immediately following a nice warm up. So it's nice around here now. It's just raining. But yeah, man, things are busy. I am preparing to go to Disney World. I leave this Sunday.
Ooh. Oh, jealous.
I'm not jealous about how crowded it's going to be, though, because everybody and their grandmother apparently is going to Disney.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's spring break.
Spring break?
And it's just, it's going to be pretty crowded. But it's still fun. We'll have a good time. So the whole family's going. Piper's going to be hanging out with her cousins. It's going to be mass hysteria. And we're going to have a great time. Lauren and I we did some clothes shopping last night, did some damage there because I haven't bought new shorts in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we did all that. And it's just, man, that prep before you leave for vacation is just as stressful as knowing that you're leaving for vacation.
Yeah, going on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
man. That sounds stressful.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But I'm going to be up late. There's going to be a lot of late nights from here till Sunday because it always happens that work is like, oh, hey, we need this by right before you leave. I'm like, oh,
Of course. Yeah,
of course you did. So yeah, work's kicking my butt, and it's just been pretty crazy. So on the gaming front, I really don't like Halo. But I think there's a spark. I'm starting to like it a little bit more. However, I really feel like Halo makes me question if I'm a good gamer. Because I've been dying every freaking 5 minutes. And it's so frustrating.
Do you have the difficulty on hard?
It's on normal.
Something?
No, it's on normal. But I'm on chapter 6. It took me an hour and a half to do chapter 5. And says how it says par time 15 minutes. I'm like, how the heck is somebody doing this in 15 minutes? I don't understand it. So I'm like, I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions with Halo, but daggone it, I will finish Halo 1 just so that everybody can get off my back. No, I'm kidding. No, it's one of those things where I want to do this. And everybody's like, just give up, man. If you don't like it, stop playing it. I don't work that way, man. I want to I've got all these games wrapped up into this one big package, and it's a quintessential game, and I'm not enjoying it yet, but it's getting there. And so I don't want to quit on it. So I don't know. We'll see.
You have it.
But man, it's just frustrating. But I think I'm starting to get it a little bit more. But I mean, I don't know. How long, Gabe, how long did it take you to do some of the chapters? Because I'm just trying to get a basis. Why am I sucking so bad at this?
Man, it's been a long time. I don't know. There was definitely a couple times, and I think it's right around where you were, where you had to escape from that building.
Yes.
And there's a couple times where I was like, oh, yeah. Come on.
I mean, I'm just walking around okay, I was just here. Got to do this, just here. But it's not even that. It's it
doesn't help when you have no idea where you're going.
Yeah,
either.
Yeah. There's no direction, which is, that's fine because it lets you explore a little bit. But I don't know. It's just I'm not giving up on it. I'll say that. As much as I bash it, I want to keep going on it. And everybody's saying, wait till you get to Halo 2, it'll really pick up. And and I'm going, really? But at the same time, I'm like, okay. So, you know,
if they're telling you you'll like 2, then you'll really like 3. So,
okay. All right.
Just keep playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I really,
Golly.
Thank you everybody for some other suggestions. I still don't know what I'm not going to be playing Halo from here till May. I don't think, but
we have I just remembered too. We have the Handsome collection coming out soon.
Yes,
that's right.
I don't know if I'm going to replay those though.
The new one, the pre-sequel.
The pre-sequel.
Yes.
The one I'll be playing.
Yes. I don't know. That's a bad one for you to start on, though.
Yeah,
apparently.
That's not a good one to start on.
I don't think you should start with that one. I think you should start with Borderlands 2.
Yeah, Borderlands 2 will be great.
So, Hall, so something in the back of my head has been saying get Diablo 3. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you should get it.
Okay.
Something in the back of your
Short
head
and
and
sweet.
something in the front of your head, too, because I think I mentioned it a few times.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning toward that, man, but I'm also thinking, Dragon Age Inquisition. I like that fantasy stuff, too.
I think you'll like
I heard Dragon Age is awesome.
Like I think maybe you should just rent it.
Yeah.
Like they have it at Redbox. Rent it and see if you like it.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll try that. I think that's not a bad idea at all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved. Thank you, Hall. My life is complete because of you. I appreciate it.
I don't know about that, but yes.
That's pretty much it for me, man. Just, boring, going on vacation, that kind of stuff.
Just living the dream, whatever.
This is no big deal. Very
Another day in
fortunate.
paradise.
Yeah, very fortunate. But yeah, it'll be good. So Disney, here we come. And that's it.
So are you going to be doing, are you going to be podcasting from
have I
Magic Kingdom this week?
I ever missed a podcast from the Magic Kingdom?
You sure haven't.
That's right. And I don't intend to now.
Baby.
I will find some corner of Disney that I can have good internet accent and no creepy or loud children around me. And we will make this happen. We'll figure out the schedule. We may have to do it either late night, but
I love it.
But yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Can you get an interview with Mickey?
I would love that. or have Ariel next to me. Like, hey, Ariel, what do you think about Halo?
Exactly. I like it. Halsifer.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, Jack?
Well, this morning, a little tired, but other than that, hey, last week we had a snow day. That was awesome.
Snow day.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah, those are getting a little old now, but it was fun. I was doing a little work from home, and then they sent us the official notice, like, yeah, don't do work. So that was great.
That's real great.
I've never gotten a notice that says don't do work. That sounds amazing. Can I work for you now?
That's the fun thing about being back with a company is like when they get a snow day, you get paid anyway.
Yep.
So
that's awesome.
Fun. Not a whole lot going on right now. Like it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of like calm before the storm. Not a whole lot to play. But I did finish Second Son last night. So
nice.
Not last night, the night before.
Way to go, Hall.
What did you think?
Man, that game is so awesome.
Isn't it great?
Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I said, like kind of going into it, I was expecting some nitpicky things because it was very close to launch. But I don't know. There's nothing that I can really complain about. I enjoyed it.
It's just a good, solid game, and I've always said it. I think it just features a lot of the new features of the PS4 so well. Like it covers a basis, especially for that DualShock 4.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's a game that I could see holding up for a few years in the beginning of the console's life cycle.
Oh yeah.
And once I mostly through the game used like the neon power because you can use that to get pretty much anywhere you need to go.
Right.
But they give you like the best power at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So
which is great.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll play for a little longer then. So I just went ahead and kept playing after I finished it.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
I was like, it's either this or pop open the order, and I was like, If from what you guys have been saying, I think I'm going to enjoy just continuing with Second Son for a little while. So
nice. What did you play? Good or evil?
Good. I'm a sucker. I always play good.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? I saw a story last week that I didn't talk about and I should have looked it back up for this week, but they say like it's a super small percentage of people play evil. They say that game developers mustn't be doing a good job at incentivizing playing evil because so many people play good.
I don't even think it's about incentives for me. It's just that with my personality, like I don't feel like I want to play the game evil and be killing civilians and doing all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the same reason I don't really play GTA games or anything like that. So
yeah, I'm with you.
I feel that. Nice. It's awesome.
Like I said, I really enjoyed the experience. The story, I feel like there could have been more there, but I mean, good on them for getting the game out so early in the life cycle. I'm sure they did not get as much development time as some of these games coming out here soon did. So I think given all the limitations and having to be so close to launch, I think that they nailed it. So
nice.
Yeah.
And that's probably why the game sold well. I think that the best-selling Infamous game? Probably.
I don't know.
Because I remember hearing the stat, like it had sold over 2 million or something.
Nice.
That seems awesome. Like it would be one of the better-selling ones. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would think so, too.
So I think what you could do is you could probably play the order and have it done by next podcast.
Yeah, I imagine you sure could. I mean, I'm considering doing First Light.
Nice.
Is there a lot there that's different, Gabe, or is it more the same?
Well, it's the
story of Fetch, obviously.
Yeah, it's the story of Fetch, and it happens before all this other stuff happens, and you kind of get to see Coco K or whatever it's called, Curtain K. The Coco K, that's the
Coco K.
That's like the
sounds like
island
a suntan lotion.
Coco K, I think, is like an island that we went to one time on a cruise.
That's awesome.
And so, it's the story of Fetch and her discovering her powers, and it's really cool. And I would say personally, I'd say go play the order and then come back and play, only because it was so nice for me to go back so much later and play it, and you're like, oh yes, I remember how this feels, and
cool,
because the controls are so good,
Yeah, so, the game feels fluid. I mean,
the game does. The controls were perfect. It just felt so good.
The great thing about getting the neon power, like I said, is that basically you're flying all over the city and nothing really holds you back. With the smoke power, I always felt like I was looking for a vent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So just to be able to run up buildings is great.
I need a smoke. Yeah.
After you upgrade the neon too, like the thing that they kind of hinder you on, I guess, with the neon power is that it's a little less powerful than the smoke power. Like the grenades with the smoke power are a lot more powerful, and like some of the other things, like with the smoke power, you can
stun them.
Yeah, stun them. There, perfect.
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah, brain fog. But I liked stunning them because then you can just subdue them, and then you get your ultimate power like pretty quickly. So, I feel like the smoke power, like I said, was a lot more powerful. But once you upgrade the neon power, it's pretty close.
Yeah,
so I didn't feel hindered after that.
That's so funny, man. Once I hit video, I was all about video.
Really?
And I upgraded this 9 out of that because you can, and maybe it's just for me because you can do some of the stealth subdues. And I just felt like you can gain more points a little bit more. Plus the special power is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved video too.
Yep, video is pretty good too. I feel like they made each of the powers like interesting enough that if you ended up with one of them, you could hold your own. Like you didn't feel...
Yep.
You can stay with one the whole game too.
Yeah, exactly. You can kind of go either way. After I got after I beat the game, like, and you get the power at the end. I don't know if it's a spoiler because they pretty much tell you at the beginning of the game you're going to get concrete power eventually. Like after that, like I can just walk into camps and just like destroy everything immediately. So
I'm so glad you should go for the platinum then.
I don't know if I'll do that because you have to play twice, right?
Yeah, you got to play through it as evil.
Or I guess you could save it like
expert.
Go and become evil, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. How'd you do it, Router? Did you just play it twice?
Man,
you have to play through it again.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Sweet.
Gabe.
I like it. Yeah. Yes.
How's the tour? How's the first week of the tour? Done in the books, right?
Whew. First week of the tour. Done. First week is always rough because your voice is just not used to singing that much and sleeping on the bus and everything like that. But Uncle and Auntie Bread Fan made it way easier. They came and saw us in Tyler, Texas.
Awesome.
So big shout out to the McCrackens. They're good people. And so it was nice hanging out with them and seeing what they were up to and just being able to catch up, which was nice because Mrs. Bread Fan travels for a living as well. And so it was nice that it kind of all worked out and we got to kick it. And
that's so cool, man.
Yeah, man. It was a good time hanging with those guys. So, and I think they're coming to the Ville in like a couple weeks.
Oh, so yes.
We got to kick it.
That's right.
So,
that's awesome.
If they're coming to the Ville, yeah, we definitely got to hang out.
Yeah. Last night, the event I was talking about, we went and saw, so there's a school here in town called New Hope Academy. And it's just a really great school, downtown Franklin. Half the kids pay to go and half the kids, go for free. And their whole thing is really trying to,
it's integration.
Purposeful about diversity and, lower income kids being able to go to an amazing school that they usually wouldn't be able to go to. And, so they were raising money last night and, Dr. Ben Carson came and spoke.
Oh, wow.
And so that was pretty interesting. Just being in the room with somebody who's thinking about running for president. And
I was going to say, and just so you know, I'm running in 2016.
Exactly. And so that was a really interesting thing. And, Toby's management company had bought a table. And so they had invited, people. They're like, hey, if you want to come, you can sit at our table. And we were like, I mean, how often does this happen? Yeah. And so it was at the new convention center. So we hadn't been there yet, me and Jenny. And so that was kind of
one in downtown Nashville.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I was going to say, if you were at New Hope and didn't stop by and say hi, I would be pretty upset. No. It's like
it's like across the street,
right down the street from me.
Dude, that new convention center is like being in an airport. It is enormous.
It is
enormous. Really big, like real big.
It's pretty cool, man. Nashville's definitely on the map.
Yeah, I try to do a little something. And so that was
actually may be as big as our airport.
Yeah, our airport. Yeah, our airport's small. Headed back out this weekend, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Evansville, Indiana, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Asheville, North Carolina.
That's kind of all over the place. You go from one end and then go to the other.
Yeah. Ping, 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 ping. Yeah. So if you're in any of those cities, come
is this a record release tour?
No, he pushed his record back to August.
Oh, okay.
So the album will come out in August. Trying to think, gaming wise, Crossy Roads.
Oh,
doggone you!
Oh, I tried Dracula the other day and loved it. I love it. Dracula's awesome. And I'm really loving Ghost too, because man, the lighting in it, everything about the animation in it is just so smart.
Those guys are creative, man.
Do I need to go back to Crossy Road?
Yes, you need to go back to Crossy Road.
We need to have just like a little battle, the three of us, see who can get the highest score.
That's awesome.
I finally got to like 241, which I know is still lame, but I'm trying.
I'm at 264.
Router, do you want to add some more stress to your life? Keep
please.
Playing Crossy Road.
No, I'm not stopping, man. When Lauren was in the dressing room, that's what got me through.
Oh God,
that's awesome.
Like seriously, once you start getting up into those high numbers, it just gets so nerve wracking.
It really does.
Yeah, you have to kind of like not think about it though. Like I just take every car as it comes. It's like, all right, let's do this, and this. And man, when you get that little opening and you just tap, 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 it's the greatest feeling in the world. You're like, I just bum rushed 50 of them without getting touched. It was great.
Every time I get an opening, I always tap one too many.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And then your thumb gets ahead of you. Yeah. for sure.
Great little game.
So Crossy Road, obviously Bravely Default in that. I took the 3DS on the road. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and then last night, I don't know why, but last night I feel like I just looked up and I was playing Destiny.
It was your destiny.
It was weird. I was like, what am I doing here? I definitely should be playing Halo and hating it. But
like me.
Yeah, exactly. But here I am in Destiny just walking around. And so
same developer. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. So I played a little bit of that. That felt good. It was like riding a bike for sure.
Nice.
And I think that's all that's going on. Something else is going on, but I can't think about it.
Do we even have any listeners left? We sound so boring this week. We're all like, nothing.
Gosh.
Not a whole lot's going on.
All right. Well, Router.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
I got this.
Well, let's do it.
All right. We got quite a few new releases this week, people.
Hey-oh.
Start with some Far Cry 4 DLC, baby. Valley of the Yetis is out.
Nice.
It's like a whole nother map. I'm very excited. This is something I actually may play.
Yeah.
So I saw some gameplay of it, and it looked really cool because most of it's pretty much up in the Himalayas this time.
Nice.
So, which I think is really smart because, you didn't do much of the Himalayas.
Touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, you touch it, but not a ton. So that is out and about this week. We also have Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number for the PC, PS4, Vita, and PS3.
Nice. I like that game. I like the first one.
Yeah, I heard good stuff. I heard the music's awesome in it too.
Did you play that on the Vita, Gabe?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Beat it.
DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition for the PS4, Xbox One. Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition for the Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, and PS3. All right, this is the big one, boys. I know you're all excited for this one.
Uh-oh.
WWE 2K15 Next Arrival.
Oh yeah.
For the PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360.
If they would just make a new wrestling game with like everybody from the 90s, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they did something similar a while back called like All Stars or something.
Right.
Would you get it?
I think you're right.
I don't know. Did anybody play those wrestling games from N64?
Oh my gosh. Heck yes.
Oh, those were so fun.
I mean, all those back in the day I played.
Yeah, just make an HD version of that.
Which is like 8-bit still.
That's what they're doing, except just for kids now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty low polygon count, Router, but
was it? Okay.
The gameplay was really good. So it definitely wasn't the best looking game of its time, but it was one
they
of
were
the
really
more
fun.
games.
It's not.
Yeah.
It wasn't ET, and it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not The Last of Us, so it's somewhere in the middle.
Those were fun games.
That's
were
awesome.
So fun.
Couple more. We have Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 3, the third installment for Xbox One and Xbox 360. Fast. Well, I think they're doing Xbox exclusives right now.
Yeah, but I feel like the second one just came out last week or the week before, we said.
Yeah. No, you know what? It's not exclusive because it says it's out for the PS4 and PS3 as well. My apologies.
All that matters is that they're coming out too fast for us because we haven't played any of them.
We haven't played Squad.
Yeah, that's really fast.
And then we have an Xbox One exclusive, Ori and the Blind Forest. That is out and about as well.
Somebody said to try that last night on Twitter. Said try Ori.
All right, moving on. Top 10 charts. Here we go. The top 10 selling games. This is for week of February 21st. Brick and mortar, US only.
That feels like forever ago.
I know, doesn't it? Number 10, GTA 5 for the Xbox One. Number 9, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse for the Wii U.
What?
Makes its debut.
That's random.
Completely. Number 8, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the PS4. I'll be saying this till next November, I'm sure. Number 7, Evolve for the PS4. That made it second. That made it to number 7 in its second week, which is good. So it wasn't a complete drop off. Number 6, GTA 5 for the PS4. Number 5, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the Xbox One.
Huh.
Number 4, Evolve for the Xbox One.
Ooh.
In its second week. So the Xbox One takes
Hung
the
in
cake.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, for Evolve. Number 3, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for the 3DS in its second week. Number 2, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D for the 3DS at number 2. Number 1, The Order 1886 for the PS4.
There you have it.
Debut week.
Debut week, 245,000 units sold.
Wow, look at that.
So kudos to them. I mean, that basically blew everybody else out by double, because The Legend of Zelda came in at 96,000 units. So, yeah, there you have it. Kudos.
50,000 pre-orders that forgot to get canceled.
Probably.
They're like, oh, shoot, I didn't cancel that thing yesterday. I guess I'll just go get
stuck
it.
with this. No,
that's the thing about pre-ordering online. Whoops, forgot to cancel.
Right. Halsifer, give us something.
Buddy. Let's see. What do we want to start with?
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go. I said you go, and I just tried to jump in there.
Are we going to be on this for the next 5 minutes? Let's go.
Well, I thought it was really interesting.
No, you hang up.
Exactly.
No, I love you more. No, I love you
1,
more.
2. I knew you weren't going to hang up. I thought it was interesting that last week, I think it was, maybe it's 2 weeks ago, Hall brought up Smellovision and how it didn't take off.
Hall always brings up Smellovision.
And then...
hey, I'm still rooting for it.
That's right.
And then, well, here it comes. Oculus Rift is adding a pump that does smells and heat and cold for this thing called the FeelReal mask.
Oh, Lord.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds
and it looks terrible,
awful.
But it's a, how do you say it? Peripheral.
Peripheral, yes.
Peripheral.
But check this out. It's a peripheral that goes on the bottom of the Oculus Rift, and it's called the FeelReal mask, and it uses heaters, coolers, misters, and a vibration engine, a microphone, and even a removable cartridge that can use 7 unique smells from ocean, jungle, fire, grass, powder, flowers, and metal.
If you put a copy of ET in there, does it just smell like a landfill?
Yeah,
probably. And regret.
Yeah, exactly. And bad, it smells like bad
years
CG.
Of regret.
It smells like landfill and years of regret.
But
that's good.
Anyway, I saw it and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Hall Smellovision."
Yep, it is.
God.
So
that sounds.
What it does is
be careful what you wish for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess so.
The misters pump out smells, and then there's heaters and coolers. So when you're playing something, you can feel the change in the weather. That's crazy.
That's weird
and very weird. You're right. So now the Oculus Rift covers your whole face.
It's things like this that when you work with people or you meet people and you tell them that you're into games, they're just like,
this is what they picture.
They're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Exactly it.
They're like, you can't even wipe your nose with video games anymore. Things in front of your whole face.
This is not going away. We have to come to grips with that. Like virtual reality is here. It's not going away. I think it's just a question of what they do with it and will it really catch on?
Yeah, and the implementation of.
I'm not convinced yet. I'm just not.
I'm with you on that.
And maybe it's just the old schooler in me who just give me a controller and a TV and I'm fine. But I'm not convinced. And now adding this, because here's what's going to happen. When you say you have a game or whatever, you're going to have to install a smell cartridge into your VR headset.
That's exactly what they're talking about.
That's just. I mean, it's kind of clever, but it just seems kind of weird too.
I just don't know what I want to experience like this yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've tried so many new things that haven't caught on yet. Like, Gabe, how much have you used your 3D on your 3D TV?
Oh, I've never used it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't use it on I don't use it on the 3DS that I have.
And Connect and Move too. Like they try these new things that are supposed to be like groundbreaking and hey, let's put them in every game, and then it just never gets used.
Yeah, Amara is the only reason right now that we use the Connect all the time. and it's kind of talking to it's kind of nice. I'm not going to front. Like being like, if we're running downstairs, Xbox off. That's and she likes repeating everything I say, and so it's really funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
So anytime I'm like, Xbox unsnap, you're like, oh, jeez. But anyway, if you guys want to check it out,
get visitors because they'll just be like, Xbox off all the time.
Exactly. So if you guys want to check it out, it's called the FeelReal. It's one word, FeelReal.
Alrighty.
It looks crazy.
Xbox off.
Smellovision off.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking about Smellovision. Like, could it have gestures like blow like twice and it turns on or something?
Spit.
Exactly.
Spit once.
Yeah. You have
blow
to go
nose
you have to
twice.
Go,
spit once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I was going to say blow one nostril, but if you can do that without touching your nose, you're pretty talented.
Air rocket.
You need a television show.
Breathe deeply. And out. All right, move on. Smellovision next.
Now Hall. I'll try not to cut in on this one.
You pretty much brought out the best story, I guess. It's rumored that the next version of the PS4 operating system will include a feature to back up games. No word on what this means yet, but it looks like you'll be able to store your disc-based games with this feature.
What?
And it seems to mention not needing a disc. This is based on a leaked screenshot from a beta tester.
Ooh, Lord. You're talking about 2.50?
Yeah, 2.5. Sony has yet to comment like directly on this feature. My question to you guys is, how would they keep people from doing this with rented games, do you think?
Well,
but isn't that the same as a save, though? Like, what do you mean by backing up everything?
Well, backing up like the application.
And then being able to play it without the disc.
Mentions, on the screenshot, it mentions not needing a disc. Like it says, like, if you ever lose this backup, you'll need to use the disc or something.
I don't know how they're going to do that. Because so let's just walk it out. You buy a game.
Walk it out.
And West Coast walk it out. And so you put the game in, you say back up, take the disc out, and you start playing the game.
That's the rumor. I mean, it's rumored to be this because the screenshot mentions not needing a disc. So I was thinking, is it a time-based feature maybe? Like you pop the disc in like once a week or something?
Wow, that would be
Isn't that what a digital download is for?
Well, yeah, but it's for you physical guys, like, because trust me, if I could install Destiny on the PlayStation, I love just hopping around from game to game instead of being like, let me get up and put this other game in there.
Right. No, that's true.
But and you get I was gonna say, via eBay and stuff, it's hard to tell where the better deals are because with the way the deals with gold and PlayStation Plus deals work, sometimes those deals can be really good. I've gotten a couple games, especially off PS Plus, for $3 that were 15, and then were probably 8 on eBay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, man, I don't know how they protect themselves with that. That's a good question.
I mean, it's supposed to be from like a legit screenshot from a beta tester, but I guess there's always a possibility that either
it's fake,
it's fake, or maybe they were like thinking about testing a feature like this, but I just don't see how it would work.
So, sorry,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask you guys. I was going to ask Router, especially since you guys are such physical copies guys. Would you guys do this? Like, if it was available and it did work well, Router, would you install like that one game that you always go back to? You know what I'm saying? Like Destiny, I could see being that game I just go back to, but I don't necessarily want to have to put the disc in.
Yeah, it really doesn't bother me because I take like 3 steps and I'm there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't
take 3 steps
much.
forward and 3 steps back.
3 steps back. Yeah. Yep. Nice. This is kind of, I can go either way with this. The thing that I'm always focused on is just storage on my console. How much how much storage do I have left? Because these games just continue to stay big and big and big. So just the very thought of me having to, like, the good thing is that if I needed to, I can always remove it because I have the disc. So
exactly.
So, I mean, it works out fine. It doesn't matter to me either way.
I tell you what, this is a side note, but I bought a 5 terabyte external the other day.
Nice.
Woo-wee, that thing is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, when Gabe told me he bought it, I was like, hey, put it in your PS4.
Exactly.
and never buy a digital download.
No.
Just to make people mad. I feel
You'll
like
have the
running in a
entire
field
library.
with it. I'm like, yeah. Sorry, anyway.
5T, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. So,
That's insane how far we've come.
It really is. Yeah, that's really interesting. I wonder, I hope that's the case. I would love to back stuff up on my PS4. I definitely think that they need to be doing that as well as releasing the Sony hard drives at the same time, because Router's right. That'll eat up the hard drive that's in there. 500 gigabyte, all of a sudden it's really little.
Yep.
With disc-based stuff, like, I'm kind of in the same boat as Router. Like, I keep all my games just like right there, and it's not very hard to just walk across the room and put a disc in. But there's definitely been times where I'm like, I
wish I could just switch over to that game. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know, first world problems.
That's right. It's all first world problems.
Another rumored feature with this firmware is that you'll be able to suspend your games, kind of like you can with the Xbox One.
Oh.
So when you go into rest mode, like, your game will still be in the background so that when you boot back up, you can just go right back to where you were.
Yeah,
nice.
That's cool.
There you go.
Something tells me that when they start to roll this feature out, something's going to get messed up.
Oh, well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
People are going to take advantage of Redbox and that feature if it's not right away.
That's what I wonder about, like the backup feature or something. If there's like something there, or maybe is Redbox going to start getting different discs that don't do that or don't allow that feature?
Yeah, like
something.
what's the identifier that makes it Redbox versus personal collection?
There's got to be something.
And the other thing too is you back up your game and then you sell it, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why I said, is it some kind of time-based thing? But then if it's a time-based thing, it kind of, I don't want to say it eliminates the point, because it would be nice to have a couple days of that, but I don't know.
Yeah, but if you got to, insert the disc every 7 days, that's annoying on the 7th day.
Oh, yeah.
On the 7th day.
Yeah.
On the 7th day you rest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. On the 8th day, that'd be really annoying. So there's a thing called the Netflix Hack Day, which I'd never heard of. It's a biannual event for the company's engineers and designers to kind of cut loose. And a couple of hackers over at Netflix got Netflix running on an NES.
No way.
Through a cartridge. And it's the craziest looking thing. It looks terrible, number one.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I went and checked it out. It's hilarious.
And they were saying because of the processing power, like, they can only show like 4 colors during the stream.
House of Cards in black and white in 8 bits.
That's exactly what it looks like.
That's exactly what they showed.
Yeah, House of Cards looks like the intro for like Tetris for some strange reason on the Game Boy. And so, but I thought this was a really, really, I mean, obviously nobody needs this, but I thought it just showed how smart people are and how, I don't know, like things like the NES, I don't think we ever have to worry about dying because of stuff like this. And I love that, like, the homebrew community has given new legs to these old systems.
It's unfortunate that Nintendo really hasn't like gone back to the well and said, let's make a new NES. There's so many cartridges out there. Why not?
Yeah, just make a really cool looking one or something, you think?
Yeah, make it cool, make it cheap. I mean, shoot, it could be. I mean, there's been other companies that went back and did like retro consoles, but I think a lot of them are emulation based.
Yeah,
or some of them are emulation based. I'm not sure exactly like what the number is, but just do an actual new NES hardware, sell it for like $50.
Yeah,
the new NES.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
or the NES U, either
the
one.
New NES for sure. I saw this story on GameSpot, and it's hilarious because they said the results are actually probably worse than you'd expect.
Yeah, I believe it.
I love that.
It makes me think about a story. Do you guys remember that developer? Well, Gabe, you'll probably remember Tengen.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They had like the odd black cartridges with the like tan labels on them or something. I'm trying to remember. There was a interview with some of the early Tengen guys on like a retro podcast, and they were talking about how they were developing a version of Hard Driving. Do you remember that game?
Oh yeah.
They were developing a version of that for NES, and they had to capture like video, I think, from the arcade version and try to put it in frame by frame on the NES or something. Oh my gosh.
No, thank you.
I'm sure it was for the NES. I'm trying to remember, but it just sounded like the craziest hacky thing. And they said they got it working. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the loop was like a video, basically, like going through the loop and stuff.
Oh, geez.
On the NES.
Hackers be crazy.
That's right.
That's so nuts.
And then as a side note, I thought this was hilarious only because I hated this movie at first and then watched it again and thought it was hilarious. But during the Valentino show at Paris Fashion Week, at the end, the music starts up and all of a sudden freaking Derek Zoolander and Hansel both walk the runway in what looks to be the fancy pajamas to me, but
Zoolander 2, baby.
So they're shooting Zoolander 2, and I thought it was awesome, and the video's hilarious.
That is ridiculously good looking.
ridiculously.
Just good looking.
Oh my gosh. The first time I saw that movie, I could not stand it.
Oh, me too. I was like, this is ridiculous. You watch it again and you start laughing and hilarious.
Exactly.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Give us something else, Hall.
You guys hear about PlayStation Mobile? Do you remember PlayStation Mobile? I barely remembered it, so
I know that's what's funny. I saw that story too, and I was like, "Is anybody going to know what that is?"
Yeah, it's going away.
Yeah, exactly.
PlayStation Mobile, otherwise known as the service bringing original PlayStation games to Android devices, is shutting down on July 15th.
Oh no!
No! How could this happen?
Sell your Android devices now. No more PlayStation Mobile.
I thought that was a little weird.
It was a pretty short-lived life, and I don't think they ever really like brought it to its true potential.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they released like maybe, I mean, I guess I could go back and look, but they released like 10 to 20 games or something like that.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Why there's got to be like a big overarching answer to this, but like, why are they not developing anything for iOS? Except for like the PlayStation app, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know why you go into mobile gaming.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, it would be kind of cool if they brought like, maybe the reason this didn't take off is because your PSN purchases didn't come. Like, I've bought a lot of PS1 games, and if I had an Android phone, it'd be kind of cool to like be able to install them on it, I guess, like my purchases that I've already made.
Yeah.
But then I guess they wouldn't be making any money, and it sounds like they didn't make any money doing this anyway.
Exactly.
So,
well, it's just like when you spread yourself a little too thin, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's the problem. I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Speaking of all this, when are we going to get PS1 games on PS4? I know that sounds weird, but...
Yeah.
Probably never.
You're saying just through the store?
Well, isn't that what PS Now is supposed to be?
I think so, but like, why can't I like bring my PS1 purchases that I made on my PS3 like
to the PS4?
To PS4?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I know they'd have to code an emulator and stuff like that, but they've had to have already tried doing that.
Well, we're playing Netflix on an NES for goodness sake. You could play.
Yeah, seriously.
They could figure it out. Microsoft is finally bringing the ability to take screenshots to the Xbox One.
Yay.
It's funny because I didn't realize you couldn't do this until I saw the story. But
that happens a lot. I see a
yes.
story and I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly. The Xbox team admitted and it said this is the most requested feature by fans. And so you can, if you have the Kinect, you can say, Xbox, take a screenshot. Or you can double tap the Xbox button and then press Y to save it.
Oh, there you go.
I really hope
Easy
that
breezy.
somebody's listening to this podcast like in the same room that their Xbox is in.
Xbox, take a screenshot.
It's probably going crazy.
Xbox, turn off. Yes.
Yeah, is that in the new update?
Yeah. The new update that's rolling out right now.
Perfect.
Screenshots for the Xbox One. Congratulations.
Yay.
I wonder if they didn't know that people would care. You know what I'm saying? Like, until I guess PlayStation is doing it. And
Man,
then they're like,
share is just so easy. Just click and you're done.
Yeah, it's really easy.
And people are like, we want that. And they're like, you don't want that. And they're like, no, really? Yeah, we do.
Really?
We want that.
Yeah, we want that.
Oh, okay. Shoot. We got to figure out how to do this.
Xbox on.
Did Phil Spencer end up leaving Microsoft? It was like rumored that he was going to be leaving.
Oh, no, I can call him. You want me to call him?
Yeah, give him
will
a
you,
call
please?
real quick.
While we're on this podcast.
Let me text him real fast. Dear Phil.
Oh, you always start your text with dear?
Yeah, that's how all my only like my super important friends, like Stancil gets a dear Stancil.
Dear Tim, LOL. Yours forever, the Chubby Ninja.
Exactly. Dear Tim, BRB.
Yeah, right.
Guess
Nice.
he hasn't left. Well, there you go.
Give us something else, Hall.
Brought back out of retirement. Rock Band 4 coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
Yep.
Me.
Router, did you ever get to experience that part of the generation?
I had the Guitar Hero.
Oh, yeah.
I never did like I think I was over at Jeffrey's house and we played a little Rock Band and that was fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun party game.
It is. It's a great party game. I'm kind of excited it's coming back.
I've never played it with everybody. I don't feel like maybe once, like somebody played the drums and somebody sang, but I don't feel like we ever got the band together, man.
Dang.
Let's go out on tour. You know what I'm saying?
It's so much fun when you get like 4 people playing the game. Some notes about the new release.
Oh,
your
listen
previous
to you.
content. Yeah, nice.
No, I like
all
the
of
way
your
you did
previous content and any songs you imported from old Rock Band games will work in Rock Band 4.
Wow.
What?
That's pretty impressive.
I doubt that was in the original contract, but somehow they're going to make it work. So
That's impressive.
Dudes, play some Skinner. Get some Skinner going.
They're also going to work. They said they're going to work diligently to get old peripherals to work on the new consoles.
Shut up.
Wow.
Which is crazy because if you still have those things working, good on you.
Yeah, exactly.
They said there'll be new instruments available for sale. Maybe they're just going to do them online only. Maybe that's why they're trying to get the old ones to work. The announced plan is to make Rock Band 4 the only game you'll ever need. They're not going to be doing annual updates like Rock Band 5, Rock Band 6, etc. So
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Maybe get a xylophone up in there.
Do what?
Just think about new instruments that they could. I know you meant like new instruments that you could buy, like new drums, new guitar. But I was thinking, like, freaking get a sitar.
A tuba.
Exactly.
Get your polka on.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Let's get the orchestra back together.
Hey, I'd be really interested in a game that would like teach you how to play like a bassoon or something.
Exactly.
That'd be very cool.
Like annoying the crap out of your wife trying to learn to play the clarinet while she's sleeping. She's like, oh my gosh, if he plays My Heart Will Go On one more time. You're like, it's the best on the clarinet.
Even better on a bassoon.
That's good.
You got one of those freaking, what do you call this? Like,
oh, yeah. Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
I can play Journey on the didgeridoo now.
It's me and Hall like alone in his bonus room, and I'm playing that, and he's like Ricola. They're like, is that it's just that over and over on loop.
Yep,
it's not really a song.
But you made it. Good for you. Awesome.
That is great.
Rock Band coming back.
I can't even think of anything to say after that. So.
There's nothing to say after that.
There's nothing left.
That's funny.
Speaking of instruments, they're actually scaling back because Rock Band 3 had a piano, and Rock Band 4 they're taking that away. So
that seems really extensive.
Because they were like, Jump was the only song that anybody wanted to play.
Probably Jump and Piano Man, and that's it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Nice, man. I have another story, but I don't want to talk about it after that. That was too fun.
Well, I think
Gabe,
you probably
want
should
to talk about it.
I'll talk.
It's not your fault.
No,
it's not your fault.
It's all timing.
It's not your fault.
Oh my gosh! What if I started crying?
That'd be awesome.
It's not your fault, Gabe.
How you like them apples?
We've already jumped the shark, so we're good.
Oh, yeah, we're way beyond this.
We're way past the shark. The shark is a dot to us by this point.
Yeah, it really is. In the rear view.
Cracked rear view.
Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember Descent, Hall?
Yes, I do. I loved that game.
It's getting a reboot through Kickstarter.
What isn't?
Exactly.
There you go.
It's called Descent Underground. So I don't know if it's a reboot or a sequel.
Where were you descending before?
Exactly. Right. Underground. So they've asked for $600,000. There's 30 days to go, and they've already raised $117,000.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. What kind of game is it?
It was a first-person shooter, but you were in a ship, right, Hall?
Yep.
And you were like underground, flying around. I don't really ever know what the point was, but I remember it being really cool when it came out.
I can't really remember the end goal either. I think it was just to get to the end of the stage, kind of like Doom.
And it looks like they're going to be using Unreal Engine 4.
Wow.
Which is beautiful.
For $600,000?
$600,000.
There must be like 2 guys working on this game
that are right now getting no sleep as we speak.
Dude, the Kickstarter looks good. Let's see. This team,
I'll have to go check that out. I mean, I'd be interested. It's probably going to be PC only, right?
The team is 8 people, it looks like.
Cool.
I mean, of course, it's probably going to be more, but.
So it's like 8 people maybe for a year of development or something.
Yeah, but these guys have worked on a lot of games.
Oh, cool.
That's good.
Well, shoot.
It says experience. We've got experience. Wing Commander, Ultima Online, Star Wars Galaxies, Conquest, Star Trek, Klingon
so
Academy.
Be nothing for those guys.
Star Citizen, Star Lancer, Star Wars Old Republic.
Wow.
Thief, Deadly Shadow, Gods and Heroes, Rome Rising. I mean, these are real people.
That's legit. Yeah, that's legit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Descent Underground, Austin, Texas, 30 days to go.
Look at that.
Yeah, you're right. 117,000.
Well, I wasn't going to bring just made up numbers.
That's right.
What if I was like, they're asking $1 million and they've got $45. He goes to it and says, you're right.
Yeah. How dare you doubt the Chubby Ninja, my friend?
Exactly.
I mean, the engines the Unreal Engine 4 must be like really easy to get the hang of for this kind of stuff, because
especially if you've been working in it already.
Yeah, with the original Descent games, like I think that they had to obviously make their own custom engine and all that weirdness. So
yeah, I would imagine. Yeah,
it'll cost a lot less to make this game, I imagine.
Yeah. I still think it's so funny that you have your little mouse wheel going.
You hear
it. All the information I'm digging in, flying around with my mouse wheel.
That's right.
All right. Should I end this on kind of a sad note?
Well, might as well.
Only because it's kind of like it's half hero, half sad. A cop named Robert Wilson III was killed in a GameStop Thursday when he was trying to defend the place. He was in there getting something for his son for doing good in school. And these two guys, well, he says he was doing a security check, but he was also buying a gift for his 8-year-old son. And these two guys came in at 4:30, tried to rob the place. Gunfire.
Oh, man.
The cop is killed. But games.
Where was this?
This is in Philly.
Oh.
Where you're from.
Yeah, great.
They said more than 50 shots were fired in a little over 30 seconds.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of shooting.
That's one heck of an automatic weapon there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But GameStop is now taking donations, and they'll all 100% of the donations will go towards this guy's family.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you're in the Philly area,
sad, man,
and there's a GameStop,
that's horrible.
Isn't that awful? It's so like senseless, man.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you robbing a video game store? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I know that's sad, but I wanted to.
Well, thanks for bringing us down.
I know, but if we can bring awareness to, a couple more people that can donate to GameStop.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Heck yeah.
There it is. So anyway, are you all out, Hall? Did you have anything else?
I had one more thing, I guess, to kind of bring this to bring the conversation back up somewhat. Minecraft might be getting banned in Turkey.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yay.
What is that about?
Why is that? Why am I yaying? That's good news. Okay, great.
Yeah, the story title is like, might get banned for being too violent. And I was like, that's funny. And then I open up the story and it's like, yeah, because you kill zombies. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess you do that.
What's Turkey got against zombies? Or why are they trying to protect zombies so much?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
Yeah, Turkey, why are you trying to protect zombies? You know something we don't?
Yeah, Turkey. Look
gobble,
at you,
gobble,
Turkey.
let's go.
Look
Spill
at you,
it.
Turkey. That's a weird reason. So they're saying it's too violent. So do no video games come out in Turkey then?
I have no idea.
They're like, what's all this Crossy Road business?
It's too
We're
violent.
gonna have our kids running their dogs out to the street. We can't have this. Take it off the iPad store.
Meanwhile, GTA 5 is like the number one in Turkey.
Exactly.
It's crazy that, well, I mean, these other countries, like, I don't know if Turkey has it, but, China has its own, like, curated internet.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, there's no Married to the Games over there. We're working on it, but.
Yeah, I'm making some calls.
Oh, good. Please do.
Let me send a text real quick.
I wonder if Turkey's the same way.
Dear
Turkey.
China.
Dear Turkey. Come on.
Dear Turkey. That sounds like something you'd eat. Dear Turkey.
It does. Dear Turkey. Yeah.
Dear Turkey.
Dear Turkey. Come on.
Dear Turkey.
All right.
Your ever-loving friend, the Chubby Ninja.
Exactly. Don't make me hi-ya you in the throat, the Chubby Ninja. Every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different. This week might be different because my brain is not working and I can't think of one. But last week I thought of one. And it said, can the hype train work for bad reviews? Do you think game reviewers can influence each other on review scores before a game's release? Starting over at the forum, Haley Miller. I love this answer because it's not really one. But she says, probably wouldn't entirely surprise me if they did.
All right, there you go. Done.
There you go.
Close the books on that one.
Yeah, Jeror45 said, I would hope that reviewers would go radio silent when reviewing a game. Games live and die by the review score. And you would hope that reviewers take this responsibility seriously. On the other side, one would also hope that the reviewer is giving an impartial review to inform the consumer. But to answer the question, I think any negativity can affect the outcome of a review, as a review is just one person's opinion.
Yes.
Ben Ebig. Well said, Juror number 45.
That's right.
As someone who writes reviews, this is Benny Big. I do my best to. It says avid, but I think he means avoid. I do my best to avoid other opinions before I write my own. I always take time to pause and consider the fact that I'm writing what I think, not what will make someone else happy. Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, that's great.
Over on the Twitters, we got at Jace Plays Games. Yes, there is a reason they all use the same words to describe games. Amalgamation is not that common of a word. Nice. That's funny. We have Nola Nerdcast at Nola Nerdcast. Definitely. I think most recently the Order 1886 fell victim to the mob mentality.
The Order 1886 is like the first big game I've seen in a while that didn't, like with some of the reviews I read, it didn't even get a sandwich.
Yeah,
like
weird,
basically,
right?
They just started off bashing it immediately, and then at the end they were like, this could have been cool.
Right.
That was weird.
We have Troy Starrett. I don't know. At Anti-Social Gamer. Anti-Social Gamer. Yeah. This could definitely be an issue, especially for smaller blogs who don't get advanced copies of games. That's very true.
Yeah.
Because if you already think it's going to suck, and then somebody points out all the bad things of a game, and then you play it, and you're like, yeah, all this bad stuff on this game. That's right. I can see that happening.
What he said.
Yeah, what he said. What Troy said.
It could also work in the game's advantage, because then you read the negative press and then you play the game and you're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, like
what happened.
Like Rocky, the latest Rocky movie that was released a couple years ago. I went to see it. I was I was like, this is gonna be awful, and then I left like, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I didn't see any reviews before I went and seen it, and I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, see, there you have it.
Same kind of thing, I guess.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Router, you got
Gump and Company coming out.
Gump and Co.
Yeah.
Router, you got it?
I got it.
Well, let's get into some questions.
Start with email. Melissa Calendar. Hey guys, my other half, Donnie Reese, aka Born a Buckeye, is a big fan of your podcast, as you know. Today is his birthday.
Hey-o.
He is 28 years young today. Thanks and have a great one. Of
birthday.
Course.
Happy
It's your
birthday,
special day.
Something, and something. Your birthday? Yeah. Sweet.
Here's your imaginary cake.
Donnie
Happy birthday,
Reese.
man. That's awesome.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
Are we going to go run down the whole gamut? Okay.
Yeah, because we can't do the real one.
That's right.
That would do all the way. They say it's your birthday. That's like worse. Oh man, we raise a proverbial glass to you, my friend.
That's right, man. Happy birthday, 28 years old.
Yeah,
awesome.
buddy.
Yeah.
Moving on, Spencer Stapleton.
Enjoy your knees.
And your back.
Yeah, go ahead and just, we tell you from some older guys, just enjoy them.
And your metabolism.
Hey, just do what I do. Get a desk job and you'll never have to worry about your knees.
Yeah, that's true. You just got to worry about that tire that all of a sudden forms around your waist.
Exactly. You trade in some things for another.
That's right.
That works.
It's a give and take.
You take the good, you take the bag, you take the both, and then you have a gut.
The gut. Nice, dude.
Nice.
Well said.
Yeah. If it's not the standing or the running that's going to kill your knees, I guess it's just the weight.
Well, if we haven't put a damper on his birthday now, I don't know what has.
You know, it's funny. I was doing a video shoot the other day, and one of the guys was really health conscious, which those people are just so fun to talk to. Yeah. And he was like, you're supposed to stand 6 hours in a day. I'm like, who got time for that? 6 hours? That's a lot of standing.
Hey, that guy might have a standing desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. But shoot, that's still a lot of standing.
Oh, I know.
Good for you. That's awesome. All right. Moving on. Spencer Stapleton, you have chosen to be the curator of the Library of Congress. On your watch, a devastating fire has been started that will consume the entire collection of film. You only have enough time to save one film, and all the others will be destroyed and gone forever.
What?
Never to be seen again. Which film do you choose to save? Here are the choices.
Oh, geez.
This is great. I love this. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
The Wizard of Oz. The Godfather. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Ooh.
Star Wars.
Whoa.
All of which are actually in the Library of Congress, by the way.
Wow. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. Very smart question, Spencer. Thank you very much for that. So he says,
That's
choose wisely. So we have To Kill a Mockingbird, Wizard of Oz, Godfather, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars. So
we should probably do the one that we definitely won't save, like the bottom of the list, and then the one at the top of the list.
Man, Harrison Ford got hooked up on that one.
yeah, he did get hooked up on that one. But here's my
He's got a
question,
good
though.
chance of
Star
making it
Wars,
out.
I'm assuming episodes 1 through 3 are not in the Library of Congress. It would probably be
4, 5,
4,
6.
5, and 6. Okay, good. Because if it was
Episodes 1 through 3, we'd like to try to forget those.
yes, if it was episodes 1 through 3, let it burn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what started the fire. Somebody lit those on fire.
100 years from now, they're going to be like, for some reason, they only made 4, 5, and 6 of this series.
Exactly.
I mean,
We've never seen anything else.
These
There's
are
a bunch
all
of nerds
classic.
out back sweating from running like, thanks for starting that fire. We got out of there.
Yeah, we got out of there quick.
Burn 1, 2, and 3.
These are all great classic movies. You know, of course, you'd hate to see a lot of them go. I would probably, of course, keep Star Wars. But I would think, man, The Godfather's a close second. Because, it is such a good movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep To Kill a Mockingbird, but maybe it's because I'm brown and I'm like, hey, let's just get rid of this movie. We don't need to be talking about that now. Let's not just even think that this happens.
Yeah, that's very true. You definitely lose that one. And because like Raiders of the Lost Ark, great action movie. Wizard of Oz, really fun family movie. I don't know.
Shoot.
Yeah, I'm still keeping Star Wars
over Indy, and it's hard for me. Wizard of Oz is up there for me, only because it's the only movie in what he asked that has music incorporated as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's got the whole black and white and color thing, and kind of covers a lot of genres.
I was going to say, I guess if
it's
they
got
put
little
the
people
version,
in it.
Well, the old version was just all black and white. I don't think they added color until the 70s.
Are you sure?
Really? Are you sure?
I think the original always was black and white and color.
That's what made it so unique.
They remastered it to where the color was better, but I think it was always in color. The Land of Oz.
I thought it was always supposed to be.
I gotta see this.
Fact check it.
I'm pretty sure it was always in color.
Gosh. Yeah. Well, I guess it was always in Technicolor. There you go. 1939.
That's color must have just been invented.
Yeah, it must have been really on the cutting edge.
It certainly was, because when Disney did Snow White, that was the first movie to be done in Technicolor.
Oh wow!
Well, there you go.
Boom! There you go. Dropping knowledge.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Wizard of Oz.
Good for you, man. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah. It just covers so much, and there's little people in it. I mean, come on.
And a dog. Don't forget the dog, too.
Yeah, it's a dog. Shoot.
And your little dog, too.
And your little dog, too.
Now, if it was The Wiz.
Oh.
Shoot, no. I don't know. I might still keep it. Mike Jackson.
No.
He's on down the road. Come on,
I'd keep it just for that song, but everything else could go.
Yeah, you burn the beginning and the end of the movie.
Right. Just he's on down and that's it.
I feel real bad for saying I'd save Star Wars, because it's not the best movie of the choices, but...
And it's a nostalgia thing for us, I'm sure, anyway.
It's an important movie to me, so I guess that's why I'd save it.
There you go. All right. Job. Well played. Moving on, still an email. Travis P. A good part of the community came together here because we all have significant others and families. It's the one thing that sets this podcast apart from all the rest. Oh, thanks, man. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
We have a safe haven for our children and spouses to be a part of. You all have great families of your own. Come on, Hall. Where is Tim Jr.? That we have heard so much about. I really enjoy the opening of each show. Just your recap for the week. It's a glimpse of your lives, real stuff. It brings us all down to one level, equals.
Nice.
good weeks and bad weeks, just like the rest of us. As a husband and a father myself, I can relate to your stories. I can learn from your stories and get inspired from your stories. So I'll ask you, what makes a good husband and a good father? What makes a great family? You guys are the best. Thanks again for all that you do.
Dang it, Travis.
Thanks,
Travis, man.
We try to get a brother choked up in here.
Awesome. That's right. Seriously. I'm a little bit clamped.
Yeah. Answer the question like, I think the main thing that you need to do is
Man,
dude,
that's really awesome.
That is great, man. What a very well put together email.
We are extremely humbled.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Gracious.
Couldn't be more. What makes a good husband and a good father? You know, what's funny is that I think you learn from some mistakes that you make and some things that don't go right. And not everything is, you know, not everything will be okay at times. And there will be trials and tribulations, but it's how you get through those and and your ability to learn from those. And to be honest, this is going to sound so stupid, but the greatest thing about this is to love one another. I think love is such a huge thing. We've heard some really crappy things coming out this week, from the frat boys at SAE to just, you know, to deaths, to shootings. That there's so much, there's a horrible crap going around. And, you know, I think it sounds corny, but love really does go a long way. And it is a powerful thing, and it can mold and shape people and change people like that. And you love your wife, you love your family, and that, you know, just that basis and that foundation kind of makes everything else perfect.
Yeah.
Really.
I think
Pass the offering plate.
That's right.
No, that's right. Pass the offering.
That's right.
I heard Pastor Router there.
That's
exactly.
right.
I think too, taking it a step further, like when you know, because I think obviously love is such an amazing overarching answer. But to like dwindle it down more to maybe what we could do as far as actions, what that looks like to live it out. I think it's really being selfless.
Yep.
Because if you put others before yourself, I think some amazing things can happen. I think you're shocked. You know, we always wonder why it feels so good to give, and then we wonder why we don't give more, you know? And so I think like one of my buddies runs a homeless ministry, and I used to go down there and help out. And then you kind of leave like, dang it, that was amazing. And I think when you do that with your family and you start like implementing these small things that say like, you know what, I love you enough that I want you to have, you know, whatever it is before me, or I do this so that you can have, and then hopefully they grow up and learn to do that with their children and with you and with their mom. And I think that's what being a good dad and husband is all about, is probably putting yourself second, even though that's so counter to our culture.
Man, we are getting deep. I love it.
Right.
This is good, but it's all true, man. It's all true.
This is why I always go last, because I'm not good at coming up with things or talking off the cuff.
Hall's going to be like, what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
What he said.
He's like, I think if you kiss a lot, then, you know, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think Router hit it on the head. Now, I'm not a dad, but
you got doggies.
Certainly a husband, but you know, I think he hit it on the head. You know, love does a lot, and you know, be like, as far as like being married, like, you know, if you and your spouse are best friends, really, that
absolutely,
that makes it the most easy. And I was lucky enough to have found my best friend and married her. So really, like, that's the best advice I can give, is spend time with one another, because time, like, more than money or possessions, time shows that you care about people.
Yeah.
Amen.
Nice.
So, you know, give people your time, and they'll know that you care about them. So,
ooh, wow. The more you know. Ring.
Yeah.
Nice. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, great questions there. Let's move on to Facebook. Sean Capri, any chance you guys are going to San Diego Comic-Con? Want to hang out and protest SeaWorld?
Man, I wish. I want to go to San Diego
SeaWorld any day of the week, man.
Yeah. I think we're all focusing on E3 right now, so I don't know if Comic-Con's worth. I think it would be fun.
I want to badly.
Yeah, I think it would be so much fun.
It's so far from us. Gosh.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
We have the Wizarding World here in
Who could sponsor us to go to Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nobody knows.
Yeah, exactly. Crickets.
It'd be great, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Fuller. I love asking gaming-related questions, but the person questions are so much more entertaining. Router, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Hall, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Gabe, how much training would it take to become a skilled chubby ninja like yourself? Router, what would I do for a Klondike bar? I would get up and go into the freezer and grab a Klondike bar because I have those jokers and I love them.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, man, I love Klondike bars. I've actually been trying to kick a lot of sweeteners and sweets, so I've been getting the sugar-free ones, and they taste just as fine as the regular ones. Plus, my father-in-law loves them too, so when he comes over, we hang out and have a Klondike. He's the one that really got me re-hooked on Klondike bars. I love those.
Do you just do the regular one, or do you get like the special ones?
I'll mix it up every once in a while. The crunchy ones are pretty good, but I'm kind of an old schooler. I like the original.
I'm having deja vu right now. I feel like we talked about this already. That's weird.
Have we? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just my
what would it take to be a chubby ninja? I'm sure that sounds like that'd be like a Groupon thing, like $25 become a chubby
ninja.
Oh, if it was only that easy, everybody would be a chubby ninja. Trust me, it's not that easy.
Basically, you just show up and it's a pizza party.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a pizza party / obstacle course.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Discovery Zone. There you go.
You're like, you can sneak up on this old woman.
Yep. While eating a slice.
Hall, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
Do you like Tootsie Pops?
A 2, a 3.
A 3.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I like Tootsie Pops.
Being a chubby ninja is, it's a pretty big burden. When you see injustices going down. You're like, oh man, that woman just got her purse stolen. Oh, let me finish this. Finish this steak. I'll get on that thing.
Let me finish this Jenny's ice cream, and then I'll be good to go.
Exactly. Finish these Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots.
And I'll get on that.
That reminds me of freaking Family Guy with like the fat guy detective, and he's like, it was just like one little sketch that they did. It was like a fat guy detective, and the guy's like, there's a cigarette. I remember she had a cigarette in her hand, and the guy was like sitting in a chair. He's like, can you describe it to me? He didn't want to like lean up and look.
That's awesome. Oh, Seth MacFarlane.
You think there was cheese in that Danish? I got a problem with cheese.
That's funny.
Good one.
Question.
All righty. Moving on to Twitter. At Overkill Chris, boxers or briefs? Did we get this one before?
Oh yeah,
I feel like we have,
because Router asked Gabe which one he did.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah, that's right. We're all boxer briefs.
That was on the 100th episode.
Oh, was it? There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Josh Stapleton at CRed81. The zombie apocalypse occurs, as always. You run to the grocery store. What cereal do you grab off the shelf? Man, I have been loving me some Cinnamon Life cereal.
Ooh, we just bought some of that too.
I know you said that the other day, and because I think Amara's been eating it. I'm like, I'm eating that too. It's so good.
That was a good question.
My favorite cereal of all time, Frosted Cheerios.
Nice. And that hasn't been around like that long.
It's been around since the mid 90s, I think.
Yeah.
I would say maybe Raisin Bran Crunch.
Oh, that's my second favorite.
There you go.
I love that stuff.
And it'll keep you regular. It'll be great.
Hey-o. Regular during the zombie apocalypse.
At least you're regular during the zombie apocalypse.
That's the most important thing. Hey, running empty is important.
Yes.
You can't run. Awesome. You can't run with a intestine full of poop.
Well, that's right.
At least when you're done. At least when you're done, you could use the box as toilet paper or something.
It's true.
You heard it here first. You can't run fast. You can't run full speed with an intestine full of poop.
At Arctic Warlocks, no question this week, but I have my father visiting with me, turned on your cast, and got you a new listener.
Hey,
yes, y'all. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, we probably lost a few with that
and
last
now
comment.
we've officially lost you again. So
exactly.
Thank
He's
you.
like, oh, they didn't have toilet humor last week.
That's right.
I don't know why his dad would sound like that, but
That's okay.
Yeah, see?
He sounds like a 20s gangster.
exactly.
Awesome. At Chaman Bissett, how did you break it to your wives that you were gamers? Was it while dating, or did you wait until after the vows? I didn't realize I was a gamer until on our anniversary in 2011. My wife was like, go ahead, get yourself a PS3 at Costco. And that's what happened. So she encouraged it, I guess, begrudgingly.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think I broke it to her. It kind of came with the package. Right? Yeah. It's like, take it or leave it, girl. She's like, I'll take it, I think.
Okay.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Do you have any Dr. Mario in there?
Exactly. Yeah, I think my wife always knew from early on. I think too, when you walked into my room, like it was pretty apparent, like with the dual monitors and just I was always playing something.
And
that's awesome.
Years down the road, she walks in and you're using Smellovision.
Exactly. Yep. My whole face is covered. I'm like, it's like I'm in a field.
I'm in a field.
A field that smells funny. I think I put the wrong cartridge in. I think this is the butter cartridge.
Oh, is this a Yankee Candle cartridge?
Why does this field smell like butter?
Yeah.
Butter. Is that like breakfast simulator? What is that?
Breakfast. Yeah. That's breakfast simulator. Eggs and butter.
That's the be the good dad simulator. You're like up doing the pancakes and
buddy.
Daily. Hall.
Hall.
Package deal.
Nice.
Yeah, but you were a band guy. That's what's hard. That's so cool.
I had less time for games, but I bought more games because at that point I had moved out and made some ancillary purchases, including like tons of Dreamcast.
I have no
stuff.
idea what ancillary is.
So,
what's an ancillary?
There you go.
What's an ancillary?
There you go. No, it's basically like what's an extra accessory purchases.
Yeah, exactly.
Like basically stuff that doesn't matter.
In addition to like additional accessories.
Yeah, there you go. Like I had a Dreamcast, I had a few games, I bought some more.
That's right. And then you bought additional peripherals probably with it too.
Yeah, that's correct because I bought bass fishing with the bass fishing controller.
Nice.
Yeah, of course
awesome.
you did.
That game was really good.
So
you
fun.
don't have to be into fishing to enjoy that game.
That's
sure
awesome.
Don't.
At Drew Freeman 85, what game/franchise announcement from E3 would just blow you away and get you the most hype?
Fallout 4.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty good.
Something new, something that I've never heard of. I'm a little done with the sequels and all that right now.
Yeah, I would like to see a new IP. I'm with you. Yeah. I'd like to just see something come out. Like just, I know we always go back to it, but just seeing the Last of Us stuff, we were all like, my mouth was open, just like, what is this?
Yeah, exactly. And
amazing.
And I wasn't even looking for that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to see. I want to see something that I'm not looking for, like just come out of the woodworks and just blow everybody's mind.
Mm-hmm.
And a new IP would be great.
I want to see the same old story up-resed. Fallout 4.
That's awesome.
Fallout 4, I can imagine that they'll just go back to the well and do the same story again.
There's got to be an announcement for that. That's probably a given.
It's got to be coming.
Yep.
And I want it sooner than later. Like, I don't want them to make an announcement saying it's coming holiday 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be depressing.
That would be depressing.
But I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Like, typically with marketing, and gaming might be a little bit different, but not much. Typically with marketing, you give yourself a year to hype the product. So you announce it and then release it a year later because that gives you pretty much 3 times to make news with it. So that's what I think they're going to do. They're probably going to announce it. They're probably going to announce it at E3, and my prediction is it will come out holiday 2016, which sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
yeah, they'll do some sort of teaser, and that's it. And then we'll have to wait another year.
Yep.
At Froggy Jumps, eggs, pancakes, waffles, French toast. You can't eat one of the above ever again. Which one goes?
Oh,
Dang.
say the list again.
Eggs, pancakes, waffles, French toast. I'm fine leaving. I'm fine without pancakes. But I love me some eggs.
Man, I love eggs. I never eat French toast, but I think if somebody told me I couldn't have it again, I'd be really disappointed.
I do. I like.
I feel
French
exactly
toast.
the same way.
I'm going pancakes.
Mm.
I mean, a good waffle, man. That's hard to not.
That's hard to pass up.
Good pancake.
That crunchy, I know, but
yeah,
pancake.
Waffles,
you can put the fixins in it too.
You could do the same in waffles. You can put little blueberries in the little squares and have a game of chess or whatever. It'd be fun.
I think that I think that me eating French toast would cure and waffles would cure the pancake thing.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, yeah, pancakes. Never eating pancakes again.
There you go, Paul.
Yeah, just because I don't eat them that much, I guess French toast.
There you go.
There you go.
Because it wouldn't it wouldn't involve me changing anything really.
We got to get up out of here.
Yes.
Thank you guys for the questions. Those were fun.
Yeah, that was good. We got some good, like, non-game, like, personal ones. I love it.
Yeah, I know. That's so much fun.
And we got deep and went to church all at the same time. It was great.
I know. Take me to church. Now, something like a something.
Something.
My mom.
Hallelujah.
My mom sent me the lyrics to that song the other day. She was like, "Hey, can you explain this song to me?" I was like, Nope. I have no idea what he's talking about."
Yep. It's a girl.
Something like that. Thank you guys so much for the questions. I have a question for you. If you yourself are going to be put into a video game, do you want to be the good guy or the bad guy? Router.
Oh, good guy.
Hall.
Well, definitely good guy.
Man, I kind of want to be a bad guy.
Gabe's going rogue on us. I love
Only
it.
because the bad guy usually has better powers and the good guy always has to come up with a way to beat the person with the better powers.
That's
but the
true.
good guy always wins.
Not always.
Mm.
Yeah,
Never see
that's true,
Swordfish?
No,
Spoiler alert.
Well, now I'm not going to see that.
Exactly. I think that's what that movie was called.
Yeah.
Let us know, good guy or bad guy. There's got to be somebody else out there that wants to be the bad guy. I'm just saying to see yourself in a video game.
No. The only reason why I'd want to be a bad guy is just to see how bad I could be. That would be fun. I would.
You got to remember too, like, I don't know that Kratos is a good guy.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's kind of an anti-hero.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, is Joel a good guy? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, same kind of thing, I guess.
Same thing, right?
Did anybody watch? I don't want to do it anyway. I was gonna say there was an SNL skit where they spoiled Breaking Bad, and it was really, really funny.
Oh,
where they were like,
that.
"You waited too long," and then they spoiled the end of the whole series, and it was really.
Oh,
funny.
that's awesome.
Oh crap.
Let us know. Would you want to be a good guy or bad guy? They're putting you in a video game. Well, who are you going to be? Good guy, bad guy? Let us know. Hashtag.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, we didn't do the you know where to find us and all that. Is that what you were about to ask?
No, I was going to say, speaking of, did we ever find out what Stancil needed our pictures for?
No.
I was kind of hoping we'd be NPCs
I think he
or something.
I think he just made a poster and put it on his ceiling in his bedroom.
I probably did.
And he just sings to it at night.
That's
like,
right.
Remember the day that I told you I loved you, baby. Only when his wife is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it on remote control where a section of his his ceiling moves and it reveals a picture of us three.
That's awesome. Oh, that's amazing.
Baby, oh, baby.
He's been listening long enough. He has all the information he needs about us, like what we are
we're
into.
Screwed.
Like,
which means we're screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't think we ever got him any pictures anyway, but
but I remember you saying something about like he had that group photo and he was like, this is good enough.
Yeah, it's a poster in his room for sure.
Nice. So awesome.
I'm pretty sure That or
framed with track lighting and museum rope around
it's either that or a shrine. They're into a lot of weird stuff in Seattle.
Nice.
He like burns incense to it. He like hamana, don't fall asleep on the show. Ricola. All right.
Does he turn on his black light before he burns the incense?
Exactly. He turns on his black light, but then gets sidetracked by how much lice he's got. He's like, oh man, I got a lot of dandruff going on. And he's like, what am I supposed to be doing?
I gotta clean this room.
He's like, I gotta condition more often. I bet just using shampoo. Man, herbal
Why
essence
are my teeth
sucks.
so white?
Yes. Man, herbal essence don't work like it does in a commercial. All right. Thank you guys. I'll just do this because I forgot to do it. You know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast, YouTube.com/Married to the Games. Come check out the forum. I promise I'm going to get the shirts up this week.
Please do.
Okay, I don't promise. I'll work on it. And Hall?
Rate us on iTunes because ancillary.
Because ancillary.
It'd be an ancillary rating for us.
It's an ancillary thing that you'll do. So.
It is an ancillary thing.
Oh my gosh. I'm Gabe.
We need to come up with a new
stuff.
goal for that. Like, rate us on iTunes so that Gabe will do something ridiculous.
How come it's always Gabe? I gotta like. I'm by the end of this thing, we'd be all worn out. Be like,
you're the one
Gabe's
that they'll
gonna...
tune in for. Like, we'll be like, hey, we're gonna live stream Gabe doing this, and like 10 times the people will show up.
I'll be learning how to ride a unicycle in like a year and a half from now. Be like, go through all the games. Like, Gabe will learn how to walk
Challenge
on a barrel.
accepted. Let's do that.
Exactly.
Gabe, think before you give us good ideas.
Yeah, great ideas. Rate us on iTunes, and we'll get Gabe to ride a unicycle.
Jeez Louise, can you imagine freaking chubby ninja riding a unicycle? Oh gosh.
Yes, I can. Now. That's why it's going to happen.
Oh, gosh, I'm in trouble.
Yes, you are.
Gabe Patillo will do anything for some iTunes ratings. That is the Tiger Claw Router. That is Tim.
That's right.
The reluctant multitasker Hall, and we are married to the games, and we are up out this thing. Peace.